No, I already came in there. You go night night. Go lay down. Go lay down. You hear me talking to you, girl? These bad cats. Girl. Yeah, do something with your life. Hello, everyone. What is this? Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Well, some of you it may be already Wednesday, but hey, it is almost 9 o'clock here in SoCal, and I decided to come on with a video on Nancy Guthrie as well. And as you can see on the title, I have a question, okay? I want to know what is the reason that Nanos, okay? Let's see, why Nanos excused himself off this case, why he left the case, why did he hand it over to the FBI? He said that he wasn't going to give up till he found Nancy or something, he said, okay? And then the next thing you know, he's giving up the case. Y'all like my glasses? Ooh, I see better. These are Temu. I'm like Fred Sanford. I got a drawer full of glasses. Okay. This is a higher dosage. Okay. Magnification. Excuse me. Okay. We can't say dosage. These are reading glasses. Hey, Cynthia. Hey, Colleen. So let's ask that question. Okay. Ooh. I was waking up with dry mouth. And I Googled it. Y'all, same thing you guys do. Okay, yeah, I know. And it said that before you go to the doctor, okay, because it's usually not a serious matter, try drinking more water and reduce caffeine intake. And I forget what else it said, but I did those two things, and it worked. Save me $10, girl. Okay. So, can you tell us? We got some more people here. Hey, Darla, Cynthia. Yeah, they work out. Just like your regular reading glasses. Okay. And the reason, like I said, I do reading glasses is because I'm supposed to wear bifocals. Okay. Because of my vision. I can't wear contacts because I have this vision. One sees closer, one sees, so bifocals. And I don't like wearing bifocals. Okay, I don't like that different vision right here. And you know what I'm saying? Okay, so anyway, until I get to the point where I really, really need them, then I will continue on with my reading glasses until they stop making my magnification. You have bifocals? Yeah. Hey, Darla. Oh, I did. Did I say Darla? Colleen. I said Colleen. Okay, so we're going to ask the question as to why did Sheriff Nanos hand over Nancy Guthrie's case to the Sheriff Department, okay? Now, I do have my idea. But I want to see what the cards say, okay? Because sometimes they can change my perspective or they may agree. Okay, so why did Sheriff Nanos hand over Nancy Guthrie investigation? Hold on. The Nancy Guthrie investigation totally over to the FBI. Why did he hand it over to the FBI? What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers. Why did the sheriff hand over the Nancy Guthrie case to the FBI? Tell us the story Inquiring minds want to know, what do you want us to know? What are you going to tell us? Why he handed that case over like that? At the bottom of the reading is the Two of Wands. Okay, so it was a plan of action, choices. Okay. So it's a plan of action, but why was it the plan? Well, okay, let's see. Page of Swords. Ooh. Chatty Patty in reverse because of the rumors, the vicious gossip. Ooh. Yes. Okay. Queen of Pentacles. Ooh. Okay. So that could be Savannah, or it could be the vicious rumors and gossip behind the way he handled Nancy Guthrie's case. Because I usually see her as the Queen of Pentacles. Oh, yeah. And I see Savannah as the Queen of Swords. Now, the Queen of Swords or the King of Swords could be a lawyer or the police. She used to be a lawyer. Okay. So that makes, okay, Six of Cups. Okay. The past. Woo! The past. Okay. Oh, he's telling us all the business here. And Justice in reverse. Okay. So Justice in reverse is legal delays, dishonesty, okay, injustice, lack of accountability, and corruption. You don't say in the past. And the Page of Cups. Okay. Emotional immaturity. Yeah. Emotional immaturity. Ten of Swords in reverse. Okay. And he has to recover. He's trying to recover from the gossip and the rumors. He's trying to recover. Okay. And the Six of Wands in reverse. Failure. Failure. Okay. And the Five of Cups in reverse. Okay. And this is going over the Six of Cups. And the Six of Cups is the children. Okay. And Five of Cups in reverse. We have, recovery. Letting go. Okay. He's trying to save his reputation. Okay. Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Did he get a new offer or something? Oh, he might got something else in the makings. Maybe. And the Two of Swords in reverse. Okay. A decision. King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. Okay. Maybe he's focused on the money. I don't know. Okay. And the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. He accepted something. Okay. He might have accepted an offer, or maybe he accepted the fact that he's the Six of Wands in reverse. Okay. He's a failure. He failed it. And the Seven of Wands in reverse, okay? And he has no defense. He gave up. Okay? And the Five of Wands in reverse to avoid conflict. Mm-hmm. And the Emperor. I think that's the FBI. Uh-huh. I think that's the FBI. And the Eight of Cups in reverse. Regret. Three of Pentacles in reverse. Lack of teamwork. Okay. And the Ace of Swords in reverse. Confusion and lying. Lack of clarity. Page of Wands. So these enthusiasts, okay, see, he didn't want people looking into his lives. He didn't want people looking into his background, investigating. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I don't know what they're investigating, but he backed off, okay? And I think it has something to do with the FBI as well, and the Hermit, okay, in reverse. He didn't want to be bothered. Okay. So here's what I'm getting, okay? Basically, this is what I have been thinking, okay? And some. Okay, and this card right here, the Hermit in reverse. This is solitude. Okay, this is solitude in the perspective of I don't want to be bothered. I want to be left alone to my own devices. I want my don't bother me. Okay, and this is my thinking that he didn't want to be bothered. Okay, see what I'm saying? Because you know that division is known not to want to do too much work. Okay. Now the rest of this is new to me, but it makes sense. It makes sense. Okay. It makes sense. He failed. Okay. In the beginning, it's been failed. Okay. He also the rumors and the gossip surrounding him, how he handled the case, his own background, his lying, okay? And I also feel like the FBI may have told him a little something, pulled him to the side. Sheriff Nanos. Sheriff Nanos, the question is, why did Sheriff Nanos hand over Nancy Guthrie investigation over to the FBI? Why did he do that? Okay, especially when he said, "Oh, he ain't giving up on the case, and oh, it's gonna be solved." You know all that. Okay. Mm-hmm. Huh, Tasha? Yeah, that's right. Lay back down. Lay back down. You doing good, girl. Mm-hmm. Say, that's what I'm talking about. And it's telling you. It's giving you a whole lot. It's more than one reason. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And the Emperor told him he better back off, or the Eight of Cups in reverse, he's going to regret it. Take it that way too. Here's the thing. I don't care about all his political stance. I don't care what his stance is, because as far as I'm concerned, his stance is don't want to do no work. That's his stance. Now that could be Republican or Democratic, but that's his stance. Don't want to do no work. Nano, nano. Mm-hmm. Well, that's he gonna get, okay. Let's see. He gonna get his karma, yeah. But right now, okay, they don't want him. They don't want to be bothered with nobody like him. Okay, you got a bad reputation. Okay, you and your department had fumbled the bag, and now it's making it harder. Okay, 10 times harder for us to do anything. Okay, because now anything they do, they can the defense. The defense, okay, lawyers is all over it. Okay? They all over it, like O.J. Simpson. Mm-hmm. If it don't fit, you must have quit. Oh, and then about the flowers, okay? The flowers and the memorial, okay? I seen a homegirl, she showed a picture of the flowers, okay? And she showed the aftermath. And I'm like, oh my God, y'all stop going over there and dropping off them flowers and them bags. It's too freaking hot in Arizona for y'all to be leaving them bags. Do you know that's a fire hazard? I'm like, oh, hell no. Uh-uh. No. No, 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 no. That's why they keep picking it up. It's too hot. I don't know if I know you guys mean well and everything, but for those of you who don't know, that is a fire hazard. Do you know them bags? I seen all them grocery bags full of flowers. As I said, do you know that them bags will catch on fire in this heat? They go back up. Okay, that's right. She trying to tell y'all. I don't know who Lauren is, okay, but that is too no 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 no. That's no 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 no. I would be picking that stuff up. I would be pissed too. That is a straight up fire hazard. Oh, hi, Lauren. I thought it was some Lauren, some channel he talking about. You said homegirl. Oh, okay. That is crazy. You didn't miss nothing. I did a reading, okay, with Sheriff Nanos and why he handed over the case to the FBI. Okay, that's just one reading. We're gonna ask some more. But I just thought about those flowers, okay, that I saw, and I'm still seeing them in my head, and the bags, all those bags, okay. I'm just like, oh no. Mm-mm. And then, okay, not only that, they were talking about what people don't realize is those flowers, okay, attract certain bugs. I didn't know that. I didn't think of that. Okay. And that we're not talking about bees. There's certain bugs that those flowers attract. Mm-hmm. And they may attract certain animals too, because you know they got wildlife out there. Okay, but when I seen that, the first thing that went in my mind was straight up fire hazard. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm. And that stuff dries out and just catch on fire. Yeah, but what I'm saying is, I seen bags, different bags, okay, and the flowers, they were dried up. Dried up, they could be a fire hazard in this heat. Those bags, okay, that add fuel to the fire. You see what I'm saying? So you leaving all that stuff out there, okay? Yeah, y'all go catch them people's home. Y'all gonna burn Nancy's home down. Yeah. Nanos stated that the investigators are getting close, okay? We already know that, but we ain't going by Nanos, okay? And Nanos and the sheriff office is not processing no samples, okay? Because they don't have the lab to do that. That stuff is sent out, okay? They turned that stuff over to the FBI, which they should have did from the get-go, okay? But anyway, so is the FBI getting close to an arrest? What do you want us to know? Is the FBI getting close? Hey, Michi. Is the FBI getting close to an arrest? What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers. Are they getting close to an arrest? Let's see. See what the cards tell us. Okay. 5 of Cups in reverse. I believe that is recovery. Okay. That might be recovery. So they may be in the recovery stages. Maybe. Okay. Because this also means content and letting go. Okay. So tell us more. Tell us more. The Lovers. Okay. Lovers represents choices, represents relationships, harmony, cooperation, and love. Okay. And the 10 of Cups. Okay. The 10 of Cups right next to the Lovers. Well, love and happiness. See, that's right there. That's Al Green. Love will make you do wrong. Do right. And the 6 of Wands. Oh. Now that might be why Nanos handed over that case real quick. His buddy might be going to jail, I wonder if he does, is Nanos going to go over there and be the one to serve him the arrest warrant. But anyway, everything's alleged. There is actually no facts in this video. Pure speculation, allegations, speculations, and hearsay. That's it. Okay? My interpretations, your entertainment. But hey, interesting. Okay? Woo! We have the Ace of Swords in reverse. The lies people tell. The lies and the confusion. And the 8 of Cups in reverse. Regret and avoidance. Six of Swords. Moving on for the couple. They want to move on to calmer waters. Okay. But these are swords, though. Okay. This talks about support, change, a change, and movement. Okay. And the Seven of Pentacles, waiting. And the Queen of Pentacles. Interesting. And the King of Pentacles. And the Queen of Cups. And Judgment in reverse. Bad decision. Denial. And the Knight of Cups in reverse. This talks about deceit, jealousy, and procrastination. Okay? The Knight of Cups. And disappointment. Deceit, jealousy, and disappointment. Okay? It's funny how we have the cups, and they're both in reverse. And the Three of Wands in reverse. Talks about obstacles, doubt, okay? Something, okay? They might be having doubt that they find Nancy, okay? But see, the thing about it is, having doubt that you'll find her don't mean nothing. You know that, right? Okay. If anything, it's doubt that you'll find her alive, okay? But doubt if you find her, anything could happen. I got change. She done got all kind of little dooley dadleys here. They may be raising concerns of privacy, okay? And like I said, it's not what you do, it's how you do it. And people coming around there and running around there, okay? I could be wrong, but I really find it hard to believe. If it were me, I would be tired. It's not that I don't want Nancy to be found, but to keep coming around here with cameras, then you got to realize, okay, You better be careful, okay? Because you might be filming the cartel doing something they ain't supposed to be doing, and you don't even know it. And all of a sudden, they hunt you down for the evidence that you don't know you got. That happens a lot. And you got to remember, okay, in that little area that they got, and people running around at night up to no good, okay, don't want to be seen on camera. And Pookie and Ray Ray want you to know that they're back in town, okay, because they know that they're being looked for. You see what I'm saying? It's a whole lot of reasons for not wanting these people to be around like this. And like I said, we on the other side of the spectrum. We over here minding our own self business, doing readings and stuff like that, okay? But these people is over there and they telling you one thing, okay, and it may be a whole nother story. Your name is Bennett, you ain't in it. Okay? You get stopped by the police, tell them your name is Bennett. That's right. Okay. And see, they right next to the Mexican border. The closest gets the mostest, okay? I would not be wanting to be going up there filming and stuff like that up in there either. It could be dangerous. They don't know these people from a can of paint. And y'all know Nancy then came up missing. And it's somebody close by. Okay. And to look at the little hoodlums that they've been picked up. That little what was that? That Kayla and Duke. Have you looked at their rap sheet? That little Kayla girl, okay, ain't nothing to play with. She's wrapped up deep. That's the vibe I get when I look at her stuff. She got some deep connections, okay, to no good. You're getting it from online, and we already knew everything you're copying and pasting. But see, that's what I'm saying, Colleen. You don't know that. That's what I'm saying. You don't know that. And even if they have a porta potty and they using the porta potty, okay, they using the porta potty for number 2, not number 1. They said urinating. Okay. I'm just saying. Okay. So it's a two-edged sword. Okay. It cuts both ways. Right. And it's hot. Okay. It is too hot. I don't even know why they want to go out there with all that. Okay. They can't even use the tools, the solar energy, the tools they use for finding if the ground has been messed with, and if the pacemaker, okay, it's too hot. They can't do nothing because the heat. Yeah, it's too hot. Okay, so now let's keep going. Okay, are the sheriff close to an arrest? Okay, now it's funny that I'm asking, is the sheriff close to making an arrest? Okay, but yet what I'm getting, like I said, it's going right back to the lovers. Okay, Let's see. Ten of Cups, that's family. And the King of Swords in reverse, okay? Information being blocked. Okay. And the Two of Pentacles. So they probably looking at somebody's finances, okay? Right? And you know what? Did y'all see? Let me see. Let me see, honey. Okay. Is it okay, remember I told you about that channel Brian Records? I don't see him coming up anymore. What they have is Brian, what's the name of that? Hold on. Oh, they didn't change the name. Guthrie Records. Boy, they be doing some stuff on these channels. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Hello. Okay. I done watched a lot of videos. Is it surveillance? Uh, I don't know which one it was, but honey, okay, he made a what would you call it? A special cry out to Tommaso. Did y'all see that? He told Tommaso, okay, that if you had anything to do with this, and I'm not saying you did, but please turn yourself in. Mm-hmm. He's talking about you, the last person to see her, okay, and then everything gets erased, and then y'all got what do you call it? What do you call it? When you okay, something alibis, okay? Y'all got interchanging alibis, okay? And that's the only alibis you have, okay? You're her cover and he's your cover, so to speak, okay? Mm-hmm. Talking about, and then I don't know how true this stuff is, okay? But I'm just telling you, it's funny that he did that though. He said, Tommaso, okay, sit down. Let me talk to you. I was like, what? Well, I don't know, Colleen, because before they get up talking about getting a civil rights lawyer, it might backfire. Okay, like I said, it's two stories. Okay, you see her sitting there? She just looking at. In my poo poo, she looking at. Oh, you don't want me to touch? You mad at me? My poo poo. Yeah, my poo poo. Yeah. She mad. Okay. Uh-huh. Well, she better, okay, shake her butt and get glad. Okay, so we have recovery. So, thank you. We have the Eight of Swords, okay? So, things right now is tied up, okay? They're feeling trapped. And the Two of Swords in reverse is a decision has been made. Oh my. And the Chariot in reverse. So there is a loss of control, a loss of direction. What else does the Chariot represent in reverse? Okay, it could also mean self-doubt too. Mm-hmm. And the Tower in reverse. So there's a catastrophe that's being delayed or avoided, okay, with the blocking of information. And the Knight of Swords, okay. And the Four of Swords in reverse. Ooh, all these swords. And the Nine of Swords in reverse. Ooh. Ooh. And the Three of Pentacles in reverse. And the Five of Pentacles. Regret, despair. They're trying to delay it. Regret, despair. Ooh. Loss. And the Knight of Pentacles is coming forth with some news. Ooh. Independent coverage is a must. And now you heard, okay, that Savannah does not have a private investigator. Which, okay, if you did the math, all you have to do is do the math, and you know she ain't got one, because $500,000, that's $500,000. How you gonna pay somebody $500,000 to investigate? Girl. Now, okay, I take these little clips that I be seeing, okay, they could be AI, okay, with a grain of salt. Okay, I listen to them. Yeah, I hear them. Okay, when they start saying the wrong name and all that, I turn the channel. I already know. Okay, you know, but some of the stuff, okay, I be wondering where do they get this stuff from, and how are they able to come on here with that type of information and not be held accountable? Where are they getting this information from? So one of them was talking about, and this is new to me, was about Nancy Guthrie's will. Okay. They were talking about that before this incident, okay, before she went missing, that Nancy had been asking people around her, close to her, may not necessarily been family members, okay, may have been it's a little bit of everybody, whoever she felt trust in, whoever she trusted about certain changes that she wanted. I guess she was thinking about making to her will. They were saying that these changes, that it was a surprise to them because it was something that went in the opposite direction of what she had stated to them before, I guess. Okay. See what I'm saying? So I'm wondering, okay, was Nancy wanting to make changes to, oh, and about her seeing something, she was like in a rush to do this, okay, to make these changes. Like she knew something. Maybe she didn't tell them the whole story, but she knew something, and she was trying to get a hold / control of her business. Okay, so let's ask, okay, about Nancy Guthrie's personal finances in the days before she went missing. What was going on? Okay, can you tell us what was going on with Nancy Guthrie's finances, okay, before she went missing? What was going on with her finances before she went missing? Before she was abducted? Okay, what can you tell us and what do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers. Nancy Guthrie's finances before she went missing. Okay, apparently she has confided in close family and friends about wanting to make some changes and feeling that a dire need to do so. So what can you tell us was going on with Nancy's and the house? Something about the house, okay? What's going on with Nancy's finances in the time before she went missing? What was going on with her finances before she went missing? The Four of Pentacles in reverse, okay? So it was like the Four of Pentacles in reverse. So the Four of Pentacles is not liking what's being offered. And in reverse, it's receiving, accepting an offer, accepting an offer. So we have the Four of, what is this? Pentacles, okay. Four Pentacles in reverse. Overspending, greed, bad finances. Ooh. Did y'all hear what I said? Overspending, greed, and bad finances. Now the question is, what was going on with Nancy's finances before she went missing? This card could mean, in reverse, this card could mean you are spending too much. Alternatively, it can signify greed, and it tells you to reassess your assets, your finances, to reassess your finances. Ooh. Hey, Midnight Intuition. We're just here shooting the breeze, okay? Seven of Pentacles. She was waiting. She was waiting. Investing in growth. This card represents patience, okay? Long-term effort and reflection on progress. It encourages trust in steady growth. Okay, so she's just waiting on her finance, her ROI, her return on investment. Okay. hmm And the Six of Cups in the past, and the children. hmm And the Nine of Wands. Okay, the wounded soldier, battle weary but still standing. Let's look at this. The book, Nine of Wands. Persistence, close to the finish line. Oh, okay. So it's like this is battle weary. Okay, she's tired, but she was close to the finish line. Okay, so there was maybe a return on investments coming in. Okay, this is something with the past, maybe something having to do with the children. Okay, and the Two of Pentacles. And balancing those finances. Let's see, Two of Pentacles. Yep, multitasking. Okay, so she's multitasking. She's tired, but she's still multitasking. Okay, on her finances or whatever she and the Emperor. Okay, the Emperor. Let's look at the Emperor in this setting. This is authority. This is structure, and this is confidence. Okay. Okay. So she was in control of the finances. It's showing, okay, before, and the Ace of Pentacles. There we go. Okay. So we have a new opportunity here. Okay. She may have thought about reinvesting that money. Okay. She may have thought about reinvesting. This right here, the Ace of Pentacles, talks about ambition, prosperity, and new opportunities. And then we have the Page of Swords in reverse. Okay, that's Chatty Patty. But apparently, there was some gossip, okay, some slander, something going on, communications with the children about the money, and the Knight of Cups in reverse. The Knight of Cups in reverse. And Chatty Patty and the Knight of Cups, okay? He's presenting with a new offer, but he's in reverse. So yes. So this talks about deceit, jealousy, and disappointment. So she may have been tired of all the deceit and jealousy and backstabbing, what do you call it? Talking about each other and bad mouthing each other. Okay, the children. Okay, and the Ten of Pentacles. Balancing the money, balancing the inheritance, okay, and the family. And it was tiring her out. It was stressing her out. The Queen of Pentacles. There she is. And she's got the Emperor over her. The Emperor is over her because she's the one in control. She's the one who is dotting her I's and crossing her T's. Okay? It is Nancy, okay, with this family, okay, and all this and the money, okay. And the Two of Wands. There was plans. Okay. So she had plans with that money. Okay. Okay. We have the Ace of Swords in reverse. Okay. She had plans, but there was confusion, miscommunication, and lies. The Queen of Cups. That is, what's her name? The needy one, the insecure one. What's her Annie? Annie. Okay. And the Five of Pentacles, being left out in the cold. There you go. And what is over the left out in the cold? The inheritance. Ten of Pentacles. Shut the door. Okay. And a Tower in reverse. Okay. And she wanted to avoid or delay what she felt would have been disastrous, whatever that was. Okay, now you got to remember that this girl is thinking this. Okay, this doesn't have to be the fact. Maybe her mom told her something. I don't know. Okay, because she's thinking about being left out in the cold. And this is in regards to the family inheritance. Why would she be thinking that? Okay, it might be a miscommunication with the Ace of Swords in reverse. Okay, there's a plan. Okay, and these are the kids. Yep. Hey, C-Beam. CB moment in time. Okay. Okay. We have the Seven of Wands in reverse, giving up. Okay. So the plan is delayed, to give up, to surrender. And the Hangman in reverse. Refusing to let go of the past, okay? Refusing to see it in another perspective. And the Eight of Cups in reverse. Ooh. It talks about avoidance, regret. We have deceit and jealousy hanging over the Queen of Cups, okay? Not to mention, okay, underneath her is regret and, what is it, avoidance or stagnation? Both, avoidance and stagnation. So she's avoiding at the same time she's just sitting there. Mm, mm, mm. Eight of Wands. We got Eight of Wands. Okay, so something, some information, something, we got some fast movement coming in. And the Ten of Swords in reverse, okay? Recovery. So somebody's stalling. Somebody's making a bunch of excuses, okay, to delay, and or avoid surrendering. Whoa. Yep. I'm telling you. And I think they probably know it, okay? Because like I said, it's hard proving anything for the simple fact that if they find, now the thing about it is that blood evidence, okay? The thing about the blood evidence, that blood evidence does not belong, in my opinion. Okay, let's see. Let's ask, okay? And the reason why I'm saying that the blood evidence that they have, when it comes back, is not going to go back to the family, for the simple fact that they already have, well, I would think they submitted their DNA. Doesn't have to be in CODIS, okay? You are right next to a high profile abduction, your mama, okay? Matter of fact, they don't even need your DNA. They got your mama's DNA, okay? And if there's any relation, okay, can you tell us about the DNA that they have in the lab? Okay, there's DNA evidence with 3 different profiles. Okay, 3 different profiles in that DNA evidence. Okay, what can you tell us about that DNA evidence? What do you want us to know about the DNA evidence that they sent to be tested that has 3 different profiles? What can you tell us? And thank you for your answers. Yup. Mm-hmm. The DNA evidence. The 8 of Swords in reverse. Okay. So the 8 of Swords in reverse talks about release. 8 of Swords in reverse. A new perspective. So the DNA evidence is going to empower the investigation. It's going to give it a new perspective. Okay? Ooh. So it says you may find or already found a new perspective on your situation. Okay? Mm-hmm. That's right. Some enlightenment. Five of Cups. Well, it talks about regret, failure, and loss. Okay. And we have the Queen of Cups in reverse. Oh, regret, Queen of Cups in reverse is needy, insecure, okay, and hypersensitive. Regret. Let's see, the Five of Cups. Let's look at it, okay. Five of Cups in depth. And we have the Queen of Cups. Talks about emotional labor on the Queen of Cups in reverse. Five of Cups in reverse. Recovery, moving on. Forgiveness. Okay, it says that this is a positive. Oh, it's not in reverse. Uh-oh. Let me back up. Grief and disappointment. Self-pity. That's what it says. Okay. So this card is, like they said, despair. Okay. Tell us more. The DNA evidence, the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. Impatience. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Low returns and a lack of growth. That makes sense. Okay, so this talks about a lack of growth and something not paying off. Okay. Oh, death. Okay, so there's the end of one thing and the beginning of another. Whoa, whoa. And the Six of Swords in reverse. So we have a delay, not being able to move forward. Six of Swords. Oh my. Trapped, old habits, stagnant. Talks about not accepting the truth. And the Eight of Cups in reverse. No, not in reverse. I'm just making stuff up. Okay, this is walking away. Regret, disappointment, walking away. Eight of Cups, walking away from what no longer serves you. Leaving a bad situation. Okay, so this talks about a lack of fulfillment. Okay, a lack of fulfillment. Walking away because you know you're no longer, there's no fulfillment. You got the Five of Cups right there with regret. Okay, so, and the Ten of Wands in reverse. Okay, there we go. Dropping that load, dropping the struggle. Okay. Mm, the Ten of Wands in reverse. So walking away. Somebody, you might be emotionally tired of struggling. Okay, let's see. Oh, right. Too many responsibilities, burnout. Okay, you burnt out. Okay. And the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Foolish and immature. And the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Ooh. And that's going over the Death card. Ooh, that's not a good combo. Let me look. Let me ask Google. Okay. The Death card and the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Ooh, this says that the Ten of Pentacles, I mean the Death card and the Ten of Pentacles in reverse points to a painful ending in material or family matters, followed by resistance to accepting it. It urges you to let go of the past. Whoa. Yep. Now this says when this card is in reverse, it represents fractured relationships, loss of stability, and strained family. Now we're talking about the DNA evidence and the Hermit. The Six of Swords reverse and the Hermit. Okay, so this is talking about, now I'm asking about the evidence, okay, in regards to the evidence, but this is talking about um, retreating, okay, and that you may need to uh, step out, okay, time of grieving or whatever, you need to step out. That's what it's talking about, even though I'm talking about evidence. Okay. Let me stay on track because sometimes I get off track. And sometimes these cards, the reading throws me off track. Okay. And the Two of Pentacles. So this may represent, if we're looking at evidence, okay, if we're looking at evidence, this could be telling that the two, because we know one is Nancy's, okay, they have two profiles in there, separate profiles. They don't match each other, okay, so that means there's two separate people as well, okay, may not. Okay, it may be two separate people. Okay, there we go. Since it's in reverse. Okay. And Temperance in reverse. So let me keep going. And the Five of Pentacles in reverse. And the Six of Wands. And I'm going to close it on this one. I'm going to tell you why. Okay. And the Two of Cups. Okay. I'm going to close that one because here's the thing. I lost my juju, okay? I got all mixed up and confused with this reading here, okay? Let me get another deck and ask, okay? Sometimes it happens, it's okay, but I could not go on any longer. We'll put this deck on some rest, okay? And it's not because the deck was wrong. It's because I was reading it wrong. Because my mindset was just not there, okay, on that reading. It was reading as if Annie, okay, like it was geared to Annie. And it might have been, but that's not what I wanted. Okay, so let me ask. Okay. One more again. Okay. This, oh, by the way, we are switching over to the Van Gogh Tarot. We looked at the plans about the house the other day, and it was like kind of a mixture, but it shows that the house eventually being sold or something like that. Okay. And that might have been in the last reading. Okay, so let me ask Van Gogh. What can you tell us about the evidence? Okay, the evidence that they have. I don't know if it's the hair evidence, okay, or what evidence that they have, but they have partial profiles. They have 3 profiles, and one is Nancy's, and the other 2 are separate profiles from 2 separate people. Okay? I believe they were able to tell that it's male. I'm not sure. But what can you tell us about the DNA evidence that they have, that they're looking at? What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers. The DNA evidence, okay. And so what we're going to look at, okay, is pentacles. Pentacles, meaning evidence, okay? Pentacles usually come up as evidence. So let's see. Okay. So this DNA evidence that they have, what do you want us to know about in the Nancy Guthrie investigation? Yeah, because that had my mind all discombobulated. Okay, so the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, which is bad luck, okay? Bad choo-choo. So let's keep going because I don't know if that's Three of Wands. Now the Three of Wands is waiting for one ship to come in, okay? So the evidence, they're still waiting for the results. They're still waiting for the results. And the Magician in reverse, okay? So there's some manipulation. Let me look. The Magician in reverse. Okay, so in the oh, they're waiting on the results, and I wonder has the Magician talks about manipulation and deceit. Ooh, that's going to be interesting what these results come back. And the Nine of Wands, okay, that's the wounded soldier who's still standing. Talks about completion and determination, and the Queen of Swords, okay, in reverse. Feeling trapped, losses. Ooh. Disappointments. And the Four of Wands. That's the home. That's the home. That, okay, the Four of Wands. Yeah. Girl, she didn't roll over on the floor, okay. It talks about, the Four of Wands talks about comfort and stability. Let me ask to be sure, because I might be out of my league. Four of Wands in relation to, okay, wait. Four of Wands and its relation to evidence. Ooh, okay. Now this card signifies that you have concrete proof of your progress. Okay, concrete proof and a need and justification. Okay. Queen of Swords in reverse and its relation to evidence. Um, okay, it's funny because it talks about manipulation of situation, and so does the Magician here. Okay, but this talks about concrete facts. So let's keep going. Okay, the Empress in reverse. So this is leading home. And the Tower. And the Queen of Wands in reverse. And the Four of Pentacles. So they're waiting on the evidence, okay, to come back. They're waiting on the evidence, okay. Um, and it's also talking about they may find, I'm not sure, they may find that this evidence, okay, has been manipulated. Keep going. The Four of Cups. Oh. But there's something else that comes through. And the Star card in reverse. And the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. The Ten of Pentacles in reverse and how it relates to evidence. Okay, this talks about reassessing the foundation of a situation. The things, the beliefs that you may have had may not hold up, forcing you to re-examine. Okay, so the long-held beliefs may hit the fan. Okay, they may hit the fan. What you thought you knew, you may have to reassess the situation, okay? In the Seven of Cups, there's going to be some clarity. And the King of Cups. Maybe holding on to some evidence, okay? Now, the King of Cups could be the police. Maybe holding on to some evidence. And the Hangman, waiting. And the Page of Cups in reverse. And the World. The Nine of Pentacles. And the Knight of Cups in reverse. Okay. I think personally, what is crossing my mind is that we're going to get something. It may not be what we expected. Well, I don't know what we expected because I'm really not expecting nothing. I just want to know what it says. I don't know whose DNA could possibly be on the evidence because I don't think it's going to be any of the family members. I just don't. But if it is, ooh, child, okay, that would definitely go along against my belief. I mean, okay, I thought y'all had more sense. Y'all supposed to be these top of the tier criminals. Ooh, wait a minute. Let me see. Okay. So that evidence, okay. Why did the ransom note stop? Why did the ransom notes stop coming in? The ransom notes. Why did they stop? Two of Wands represents choices, plans, okay? Why did the ransom notes stop coming in? What do you want us to know about the ransom notes? Why did they stop? Tell us why the ransom notes stopped coming in, and thank you for your answers. Mm-hmm. Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles in reverse because they wasn't getting paid. Can't say it no plainer than that. They wasn't getting paid. I guess they realized that, huh? After all this, they realized they wasn't getting paid. That's interesting. Tell us more, okay? Queen of Cups. And the Six of Wands. Okay? So I guess the notes serve their purpose because we have a victory. We have completion here, okay? Mm-hmm. And the moon in reverse, okay? So everybody knows about the ransom notes, okay? And the Ace of Wands in reverse, okay? Okay, so it's saying that it's unexpired, a lack of energy. So what they're saying is they've accomplished what they set out to do, whatever that is, okay, and that they no longer, and like I said, they see they're not getting paid, so they no longer have interest, okay? They lost interest in the ransom notes, okay? Page of Wands. Time to move on. Mm-hmm. They looking at something else to do, okay? Mm-hmm. Yep. What can they do next? And the King of Cups in reverse. Now, the King of Cups in reverse represents insecurity, defensiveness, and frustration. Okay. So we have feminine energy right here on some masculine energy, okay? And we have the Queen of Swords, okay? They know. There's knowledge. There's clarity. Oh, they not telling us who the ransom notes is. They know. They keeping hush hush. Oh, okay. That's all right. And the Ace of Cups in reverse. Yeah. They know. And it was emotional. Okay. Looks emotional more so than anything. And the Two of Cups. So we have the setbacks and the lack of energy, okay, and we have some cooperation with the Two of Cups, okay, like a toast agreement. They did that. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yep. And then the Knight of Wands in reverse. So we have some setbacks here. And the Emperor. Ooh. And the Hangman in reverse. The past. And the Hermit in reverse. Now this is the ransom note. So they didn't moved on, okay? The ransom note no longer interests them, okay? And they see that they're not getting paid. Okay. And I believe the police have knowledge of these ransom notes, who's writing these ransom notes, okay? Looks like a man and a woman, but they know. And we have the King of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. And this King of Pentacles looks like he's in cooperation. This is somebody who's corrupt. Okay. And the Knight of Cups. So he's got an offer. I think they gave him an offer. I don't know if it was an offer of money or what. Okay. Mm-hmm. And the Three of Pentacles in reverse. The lack of teamwork. And the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. and the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. That's interesting. They may know who did the ransom. Let me tell you something. They may know who did the ransom, okay? And I don't know what they gave him, okay? They made an offer to cooperate, but it looks like, okay, he's not cooperating with the police or maybe the sheriff, okay? They may not have evidence to do anything, and the Five of Cups in reverse. Okay. Okay. They may not even have this gentleman. They may have a reward out for his arrest. King of Wands in reverse. There we go. So it seems like they may know. We have three kings here, and they're all in reverse. Okay? They're all vicious, demanding, corrupt. And they're not cooperating with the emperor, the police. I think that because that there's an offer, but they are not liking what's being offered. I think that the money, they want money and they're not getting money. Okay? They're not giving the money. So with that said, I don't know. I really don't think so. Okay. Even if she had a boy toy, okay. A boy toy, I can't see him being okay. He could be, because you know, a lot of people, a lot of boy toys are just that dumb. Okay. See what I'm saying? You're gonna cut off your supply and wonder what the heck happened. Okay. So anyway, with this said, I want to ask, do the FBI Does the FBI, don't forget to thumbs up the video, you guys. I'd appreciate it. It really helps my algorithm. Believe me, it does. It makes a difference when you thumbs up. It does. Does the FBI have knowledge of who participated in the abduction of Nancy Guthrie? Tell us the story. Does the FBI have knowledge of Nancy Guthrie's perpetrator? They may not have evidence, but do they have knowledge? Do you have some idea of Nancy Guthrie's abductors? What do you want us to know? What can you tell us? And thank you for your answers. Do they have knowledge, some kind of knowledge, on who abducted Nancy Guthrie? The Chariot in reverse. That's like no. No control, no direction. Okay? They're at a crossroads. Tell us more. Queen of Pentacles. There's Nancy. There's Nancy. And the Five of Cups. Talks about recovery. Trying to recover Nancy. The Queen of Swords. They know. There's clarity. Oh. And the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, okay? But they haven't, let's see, wishes. They're with the, it's not completed. Okay. This talks about losses, and usually it's referred into money. Okay. Now, Nancy in recovery, they may want to know. Let me see. How was I going to? They may have knowledge that she's gone. They may know that she's gone. It was lost. Okay. Let me see. The Nine of Swords. Okay. In reverse. They're not giving up. The Three of Pentacles in reverse shows a lack of teamwork. And the Seven of Wands, defending. They may be, they may be protecting, defending, okay, the recovery because of a lack of teamwork. Maybe, okay? And the Page of Pentacles in reverse. And the Four of Pentacles in reverse. So there's a loss, okay? And there's letting go of people, places, and things. And the King of Pentacles in reverse. Now, the King of Pentacles is somebody who's not stable, who's corrupted, okay, and who's manipulative, materialistic. Mm-hmm. and Judgment in reverse. So they're indecisive. They're being indecisive, okay? And the Nine of Wands, okay, surrender. This may tell me that there's three people who haven't been charged, okay? Judgment is in reverse. They haven't decided, but they're protecting, okay? There is some type of surrender with the nine of, okay, they're being stubborn, but they got them trapped. They got them trapped. And the world is not over. In reverse, it's not over. They got them trapped. And the Four of Wands, okay, in reverse. So there's conflict. The conflict is not over. It's not over, okay? Um, Temperance, patience. They're just waiting. And the Five of Swords. Okay, so there's conflict. There may be conflict within the department on how they want to go about this. Okay, Two of Pentacles. Yeah, a choice. So they may have three people, but there may be two in conflict. Okay, and the Queen of Wands. And the Queen of Cups. And the Moon in reverse. Okay. Everything's alleged, my interpretation, for your entertainment. There's no facts at all. But what I'm getting is that they may know, okay, but they're not letting on that they know, okay, because the people that they know maybe have something to do with this crime may not all be cooperating. You see what I'm saying? And what I'm getting, I don't know why I'm getting it, but I'm getting that their stories are conflicting. Okay. So they're just waiting, okay, and giving it time. Giving it time. And there may be conflict, okay, too, as to they may be waiting it out, okay. Okay, so, okay, there also may be waiting too, is because they want to find Nancy. Okay, they may be waiting as well because they want to recover her. Because if they do recover her, then that's proof that she is no longer here and it is a murder. You see what I'm saying? So their murder charge may stick if they have a body. Okay? Especially with the debauchery going on here. So they may know, but they may be waiting. Okay? Because the conflict over where Nancy may be located. Well, the family stage, why would the family stage something like this? You tell me why. What would the family get out of staging something like this? Okay. Do you know how much trouble you'll get in if they find out that the family staged this? Do you know how much money they will be sued for? That they have to pay the police and the FBI? I'm telling you. You know how many lawsuits, okay, would be going on with if people found out that you sat up there and you planned this all along and you had all these people searching when you knew, oh man, okay, the sugar honey iced tea will hit the fan. You know that, right? Not just go to prison, okay? That's a felony. You can't do that. Now, when I lived in Riverside, right? You know, the runaways, okay? They would have a flyer, okay? I worked at the gas station, right? One of the gas stations out there in French Valley. And I remember how they would come in with the poster or come in with a picture. Have you seen this person? And they're missing and woo, woo, woo. And come to find out that they weren't missing. They just ran away from home. And the police was pissed, okay? Some of those families got hit up, okay, with the man hours that they spent looking for your child when you knew your child had ran away and was over there at Pookie and Ray Ray house. And you didn't want to go over there to Pookie and Ray Ray house, okay? So you gonna call the police and report them missing so the police can go over there. In fact, and she don't want to go home. She want to stay with Pookie and Ray Ray. Okay, they have done that. So can you imagine on this level? Woo-wee. Okay. Nah, the family didn't, they ain't planned this, okay? They didn't plan this. This ain't no setup from the family. Then plan that they mama, and they got their mama all along, and it was just a joke. You tell that to the FBI and the sheriff. You tell that to the people who've been out in the heat looking for her. You tell that to the people that sent all them flowers and stuff like that that got taken down. You tell that to them. Not to mention the show ratings, okay? Ooh, wait. She may not have ran away, but I'm telling you, this ain't no. Oh, she's at the Savannah's house, okay, sipping on martinis while everybody looking for. No, 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 no. Another try. Them ain't gonna get you ratings. Not if they find out that you set this up, okay, and your mama is fine and Danny, and this was all a hoax. I'm telling you, no, ain't gonna happen, okay? Not to mention, okay, you better pop up with Nancy. Okay. If this is all a hoax, okay, then where's Nancy? Because she should be alive and well. And if she died, even if she died from natural causes, while y'all in the process of doing this hoax, what you gonna say? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? If that lady died on your watch, what you gonna do? These people are evil, yeah, okay. But what I'm saying is, I know good and well that her daughter or whoever didn't set this up as a prank to get ratings on their TV show. Okay. Let the police find that out. Let them find out. Okay. No prank. No prank. She is missing and deceased. No prank. Cynthia, I know because I got common sense. It's just common sense. How do you know she's alive? How do you know that Savannah, that this is all a setup? How do you know? Okay? Because sitting up there doing a prank like this on the FBI and the sheriff, ain't that's not the thing to do. I don't know what Sue Ellen hiding. Sue Ellen ain't hiding nothing. Y'all better leave that lady alone. And okay. Okay, well, you ain't gonna figure it out by saying something like that. Okay, you ain't gonna do it. You ain't gonna get nowhere saying that uh that the family knows where she's at and it's a prank. Okay, they planned this all along. That ain't something you plan, honey. You know how much man hours you gonna have to pay back from the FBI and the sheriff department and the lab techs. Oh, girl, you keep playing because that inheritance is gone. I tell you that now. That inheritance money is gone. Okay, if it's a prank. Now I understand. I'm not upset. It's not upsetting me. It's just blowing my mind that you would think something like that. Maybe you haven't thought it through. That if you do a prank like that, okay, all the repercussions that you would suffer, it just ain't worth it. You gonna wish you would have paid that little what was it that Bitcoin. You gonna wish you would have paid that Bitcoin. That ain't outside the box. That's just ridiculous. You like my glasses? I can read y'all comments too now. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking outside the box. That's why I'm asking the questions. But one outside the box, that ain't inside the box or outside the box. That just ain't gonna happen, Captain. They came. I got 3 pairs, girl. And yeah, and what was up with that jewelry? Okay, why would you? Okay, why would you make be a jewelry shop? That's why you. That's why she did. Okay, I'm gonna go get a drink. Let me go get me some water. Okay, cause honey, y'all be okay. You hear that? You hear that, girl? Okay. Thought I'd stop by and pay the water bill too while I'm at it. Okay. I just want y'all to know that y'all have exceeded the limits of my medication. I'm telling you, have exceeded. Okay. Here's the thing. Trump asked her if he wanted the feds involved. They already involved. They already involved. What he want? Let him sit down, okay? He need to sit down, okay, and get them weight off his ankles, okay? Cynthia, don't you worry your pretty little head, honey, okay? But yeah, y'all did exceed the limits of my medication, okay? I'm telling you. So, what we gonna ask? What do y'all want to know? You want to know if Savannah? Oh, okay. 4 cards. 4 cards. Is Nancy Guthrie's abduction a setup? Okay. Is this a hoax? Nancy Guthrie, the abduction of Nancy Guthrie, a hoax. What do you want us to know? 4 cards. 4 cards. Let's solve this now and forever. Nancy Guthrie, missing. Pima County. Is it a hoax? What can you tell us? And thank you for your answers. 4 cards. 4 cards. Is it a hoax? 4 cards. 4 cards. At the bottom of the reading, the Lovers in reverse. No, it's not a hoax. Okay. So we have okay. 10 of Pentacles. Ooh, the family. Ooh. Three more cards. Three more cards. Tell us more. Ooh. That was the first card in the deck. Okay. The first one is the family, and the last is the lovers in reverse. Okay. So we got the Ten of Pentacles. Happy family, prosperity. Okay. And the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. This talks about laziness and not wanting to work. Giving up. Okay, giving up. And the Seven of Cups. Smoke and mirrors. And the Eight of Swords. Trapped. Okay. So what this is telling me is that the family is giving up. Okay. And they are pretty much tired of the smoke and mirrors, okay? All the stuff going on. And in their mind, just like we are, they are trapped, okay? They feel trapped and they can't see. They feel their hands are tied. Yeah, of course he didn't let them on the case for 4 days later. He just screwed it up. Oh, now you can have it. Oh, now we need some help. Did Nano get a charge for something that happened at the airport? No, he didn't get charged. No. They just told him to take the gun and the bullets, empty the bullets out, and he had to put the gun, take it to his car and put it in his car. He couldn't bring it on the plane wherever he was at the airport. Mm-hmm. So that's what it's looking like. So no, it's not a setup, okay? But the family is, yeah, it's sad, okay? But I mean, if you want to ask, we can ask. This is another deck, okay? You could ask the same questions, okay? Uh, four cards, four cards. Let's see, okay? Do the children, any of her children, have anything to do with her disappearance? Nancy Guthrie. Do the children have anything to do with her disappearance? I am looking for sixes. Sixes. Do the children, four cards, four cards. Do the children have anything to do? Oh, okay, I did that. Ooh, something felt not right. Have anything to do with Nancy Guthrie's disappearance? What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers. Four cards. Do the children have anything to do with her disappearance? Four cards. Four cards. The Emperor in reverse. Okay, so the Emperor in reverse talks about control. Not control, but controlling, stubborn, conflict, and a loss of power, childish. Okay? Ooh. Tell us more. Four cards, four cards. Okay. Four cards. Do the children, any of her children, have anything to do with her disappearance? The Two of Pentacles in reverse, okay? So the Two of Pentacles in reverse is an imbalance, okay? This usually talks about disharmony, instability, and the need to slow down. Two of Pentacles. Five of Wands. Five of Wands, okay? Pick your battles wisely. Okay. It also talks about conflict, even though it's not showing on this card. The Five of Wands, let me see. Yeah, conflict and competition. Mm. And the Nine of Cups, okay, in reverse. Okay, wishes unfulfilled and disappointment. And then we have clarity, the truth. Okay? Okay, so that's not really telling us anything, but it is telling us clarity. Wait, who said that? Me, myself one day, said one day child trafficking that comes for Donald Trump's, I guess that's Epstein Island. That's why I don't understand, Kelly. What you saying, honey? Girl, I don't understand that. I don't feel that Savannah's Nancy Guthrie's abduction has to do with Epstein Island, but there's a lot of people that feel that, and I understand why they would feel that way. Okay. Okay. So I'm not getting anything with the children. I'm not getting a yes, I'm not getting a no. Okay. But what it may be saying is that they have knowledge of the conflict going on and the sadness and separation and all this kind of stuff that's going on in the family. But as far as it's not saying, okay, but what I will ask, okay, that's the children. And that was 4 cards. Usually I go on 4 more cards. I just said I usually go on with 4 more cards, but what I wanted to ask, okay, is did Tommaso Cioni have something to do with Nancy's disappearance? Did her son-in-law, did her Nancy Guthrie's son-in-law have anything to do with her disappearance? What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers. 4 cards, 4 cards. Okay. Did he have anything to do with the disappearance of his mother-in-law, Tommaso Cioni? Did he have anything to do with the disappearance of his mother-in-law, Nancy Guthrie? Thank you for your answers. 4 cards, 4 cards. Six of Pentacles. There's your six. Okay. Give and take. Generosity. Okay. Four more cards. Four more cards. Okay. Okay. Did he have anything to do with the disappearance of his mother-in-law? Choices, the Lovers, okay? Ten of Pentacles, the family. Seven of Cups, smoke and mirrors. And the Tower. Well, basically, it's saying yes. Yes, 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 yes. And then we have this no here, okay? So, and this talks about destruction. Okay, so let's interpret this. The Lovers, okay? Cooperation, a relationship, okay, with the family, okay, was smoke and mirrors. Oh. Oh. It was all smoke and mirrors. And the Tower. Shut up. Four more cards. Four more, four more cards. Ooh. Four more cards. Can you give us clarification? Clarification. Oh my. Clarification. Okay. The Star in reverse. Loss of hope. Okay. Depression, whatever you want to say. Okay. When the star is going down. And the Nine of Pentacles. Not the Nine of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. Ooh, wee. Money. Money, 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 money. Oh, sheesh. I hate when it does that. Okay. Death in reverse. The end. And the Five of Swords in reverse. Okay. Now, I don't know if that was in reverse or upright. Okay. Because that's avoiding conflict. But we have death. Okay. Ooh. Ooh, Tommaso. You have some explaining to do. Okay, shut the door. This is like one of those situations where you know, those kids have a boyfriend, and maybe there's some disagreement with the boyfriend, okay? So he kills the girl's parents. And then he says she planned it, she wanted me to do it, and she says, no, he made me cooperate, he held a gun to me and all this, okay? So you don't know who's telling the truth. But that's interesting. Mm-hmm. Because I, even though I know I'm a female, but they always play the damsel in distress. Okay. But I know how these little fast girls be working, okay? Because this is a thing. What would your boyfriend be going over there and killing your mama, knocking your mama in the head, okay? And then you say you didn't have nothing to do with it. Oh, you had something to do with it. Okay. Because you went back and told him that your mama don't like, my mama don't like you anyway. That's all you need to say. Your mama what? My mama said, okay, when they arguing, okay, see what I'm saying? And you trying to protect the daughter and she go tell everything. We know how that goes. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's what that, when I was telling you about that video I watched, okay, when the guy was directing that Tommaso, right? That's what he was saying. He was saying, okay, that you living on the teacher, you living in a $650,000 home on the teacher's salary. Okay. He said that in the past, wait, was it 10 years? They made a total of $900,000. Okay, let's round it off to $1 million. Okay, but that's 10 years. Okay, that's 10 years. That don't add up. Was it a $900,000? I don't know how long it was. Was it 10 years, 20 years? But it didn't. Okay, whatever he said, but that's what he's saying. Okay. Mm-hmm. Living above your means. But see, not only living above your means, okay, you have a wealthy family, okay, who is probably enabling you, thinking that they're giving you opportunity, which they are, but you're taking it in another way. See? Don't forget to thumbs up the video, you guys. Don't forget to thumbs up, please. Can I get some more thumbs up? Some of you guys haven't thumbs up the video already. I'd appreciate it. Anybody have a question they want me to ask? Okay. How much would you have to pay, and not to mention and pay the home off, okay? How much would you have to pay on $650,000? Okay. What would be the house note? Hey, Blue Rose. Cynthia, you know? How much? How much? Six on 250,000 a mortgage, it's 3,000 a month. Oh, oh, so that would be almost $10,000? Oh, heck no. I think that they probably, I mean, even to make that agreement to move in a house like that, they probably had some uh, help from the family. Oh, we'll help you pay your mortgage. We'll pay whatever. Okay. Oh, well, heck yeah, I'll move in. You see what I'm saying? And then instead of paying the mortgage, okay, the money they sent for the mortgage, they may have paid something else. And then you know how we, okay, as young children, well, I had to do this and I had to do that. And then what's the little boy name? Okay. Ricky needed this and Ricky needed that. You know how that goes. I know. Oh, he said 30 years? Oh. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, well, some good that do them. Okay, live closer to mom. Okay, well okay. They was better off on the other side of town. Okay, she should have left them where they was at. Okay, she should have left them right where they was at. Okay, so let's ask: does Annie know about her mom's disappearance? Okay, does Annie have any knowledge, information about the disappearance of her mother, Nancy Guthrie? Okay, does she have knowledge? Four cards, four cards. Does she have some type of knowledge now? Does she have some type of knowledge about the disappearance of her mother, Nancy Guthrie? What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers. Okay, four cards, four cards. The devil in reverse. The devil is a no, regardless of what position it's in, but it talks about recovery. It talks about addiction, okay? Freedom and independence, okay? Four cards. And I noticed that it does talk a lot about those two, wanting freedom and independence. And I get the impression that they might have felt like the mother's situation was a ball and chain, okay? And it may not have been just in her care, but maybe in the whole situation where they had to depend financially, okay? So we have the devil in reverse and the three of swords in reverse. Recovery. Recovery and recovery. So this lady seems like, okay, and I keep getting these recovery cards on her. And the Five of Wands. Oh. Conflict and competition. She was in competition. Okay. You know what? Homegirl was living on the other side of town. She was living in the downskirts of town. Okay. I don't know exactly where she was living, but I think she was on drugs. I keep getting this recovery. The devil in reverse is recovery from addiction. Okay. I'm getting the three of swords in reverse. The three of swords is healing and recovery. Okay. So that's like an enforcement. And this is the first card. Oh no, this is the first card in the deck. Okay, I'm in this read. Okay. Hey Angela. You watch me on the big TV on the big screen, girl. Mm-hmm. Homegirl, yep. Okay. So, and she's in competition and conflict. And it talked about how when they were younger, that Annie, because Annie and the brother were always fighting. Okay? So, and it talks about some type of recovery. So she may have backslid, woo, 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 I don't know. Okay? But to go from rags to riches, basically. I don't know. And the Ten of Pentacles. The family. And the Knight of Pentacles. So what this is saying is, okay, is that it's not saying no, it's not saying yes. It's saying something completely different. It's saying that was in competition, okay, and conflict with the family, okay. It's also saying that she was in recovery, okay, and leading away from that, okay, moving forward, she wants to expand. She wants to grow. Okay. She wants to be all this. However, okay, she has recovery in her background. And I don't know about what all in the meantime and in between time is going on. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm glad you're learning. hmm And these cards keep coming up. Now, I'm thinking it's Tommaso. But then one day I'm just like, you know what? It looked like it's Annie. Now I don't know because they both live there. Okay. See what I'm saying? Okay. They both live there. So, and I'm pretty sure they had to play that role. But it shows, let's see, let's ask. Let's just ask. Can you tell us if Annie had a drug problem? Okay. If Annie had a drug problem, or she still has a drug problem, okay? Because it keeps talking about her in recovery, okay? Did I say Nancy Annie Guthrie have a drug problem? What do you want to tell us about Annie Guthrie and drugs? And thank you for your answers. Tell us the story, okay? Because it looks like this woman has a problem with drinking and drugs. Two of Pentacles in reverse, okay? So the Two of Pentacles in reverse, ooh, okay, I'm reading the wrong one. Instability, disharmony, and the need to slow down. Ooh, okay. Tell us more. King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. Now, why does he come up? That could be the police. Eight of Swords. Oh. Oh. She tied into the King of Pentacles. She knows him. The Eight of Swords. Okay, and the King of Cups. Ooh, sucky now. She was torn in between the two. What is going on? And the Ten of Wands in reverse. She was struggling. She was struggling between the two. Ten of Wands in reverse. Okay. Ten of Wands in reverse. Okay, it talks about balance, freedom, and letting go. Okay. The Five of Pentacles in reverse. This talks about loss in reverse. But I mean, this talks about loss, being left out in the cold, loss. Okay. But in reverse, it is talking about recovering your losses. Okay. Getting back on track. Okay. Getting back on track. Freedom. Getting back on track. And the Three of Wands. So we got a plan here. Let me look. Let me look. A plan. It's supposed to be waiting for your ship to come in, but there ain't no ships. The Three of Wands. Okay, hold on. Three of Wands. Okay, this does talk about traveling. Oh, oh, Tommaso, traveling from Italy. Okay, but she was trapped in the middle. Oh, and the Three of Cups in reverse. Ooh, so there was a disagreement with this. Overindulgence, feeling left out, miscommunication, and the Four of Pentacles, holding on. Ooh. So she hooked up with him. She's partying, overindulgence, and she's holding on to him. Ooh, tell us more. The World. Okay. But it came to an end. She got freedom. Okay, okay. She got freedom. Okay. She got that home. She got that home. She's recovering, okay? She's got that home. Ooh, tell us more. Ooh, they all in her business. Ooh. And the Six of Swords in reverse. So there was an obstacle, unable to move forward. And the Tower. Oh, she crashed out, y'all. She crashed out. She crashed out. She was unable to move forward. She got that house, okay, and she probably was smoking her little butt off. She was choo choo. But the Eight of Wands came in. Yes, real fast. Uh-huh. Oh, she was smoking real fast. She's smoking up the house. and the Knight of Cups in reverse. Did she get pregnant? Let me see. The Knight of Cups in reverse. Deceit, jealousy. Oh. She started lying. Okay. And the Queen of Swords. Confusion. Miscommunication. Queen of Swords. Ooh. Losses. Feeling trapped. Disappointment. And the Nine of Wands. The wounded soldier. But she's still standing. Then the Eight of Cups. So she's trying to walk away. She's trying to walk away from the catastrophe that she just caused. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Okay? She told her no. Real quick. And the Ace of Wands. She might have told her she had to go to rehab. Hold on. Five of Cups. Despair. Disappointment. Yep. She was really pissed. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Manipulation. Overindulgence. Financial issues. Okay, that's what that is. Oh, this is all her business. Oh. And the Four of Swords in reverse. She needed to slow down. She needed some rest. So she went into recovery. There's the Devil in reverse. She went into recovery. Okay, but we got manipulation going on here. So she used recovery to manipulate. You know, a drug addict, okay? And the Fool in reverse. Okay. Sounds like she fell off the wagon. She backslid. With the Fool in reverse, okay? Reckless behavior, carelessness. And the Queen of Cups in reverse. So now she's become this needy and insecure person, okay? So I guess the drugs gave her power. Hold on, let's keep going, honey, because I'm getting all kind of business here. Ooh. Uh-huh. And the Ten of Pentacles. The family. Maybe she had a family intervention. I don't know. But the family. Overindulgence. She fell off the wagon. She's in recovery. Okay, you can't have overindulgence and the devil's. Nah, she fell off the wagon. Oh. And the Hermit. Okay. So she went into isolation. And the Nine of Swords, nightmares, okay, disappointment, all that, just depression, anxiety, and then we got some clarity. Okay. Or maybe the family did. Okay. It was revealed to them. Okay. Ooh. Ooh, y'all. I bet you they know people who know people. Three of Wands, having foresight. I just did the taboo. Okay. The taboo spread is it's just a regular spread. Okay, it's a tableau. Tableau is a table. Table in French. Okay, and that's what I'm doing. And so this tableau, okay, it's telling me a story as I'm laying down the cards. Okay, see what I'm saying? It's telling me a story. Now, some people read it all kind of ways. You see what I'm saying? They do it all the directions. It's still a tableau, but they do it in all kind of directions. Okay, but what I'll do is I will read the cards as they come out, and sometimes I will read them in this way, and I'll read them in this way. Okay, but the way this was coming out, I didn't have to do that. I just read one way. It's just telling all the business. That's what it. Okay, but yeah, that's all it is. It's a tableau. You're just laying it out like a table, like a tablet. The roles don't mean anything. No, there is no past, present, or future role unless you specify that. Okay, but no, you just lay it out this way. And now, what it is you can do, okay, what it is you do is, like me, I like to lay 5 cards out, 5 cards out. 5 cards. Some people do 7. Some do 6. Okay, whatever tickles your fancy. Okay, see what I'm saying? Directions. Oh, no. The directions I'm reading when I say the past, okay, is the particular card. Let me show you. Okay, this card. This card right here. See how the direction he's looking in? Okay. That's why I'm saying the past or the future, because of the direction he's looking in. Okay. Now, when I lay this card down, okay, lay it upright. It's looking in the future. To the right is the future. To the left is the past. Now that I can tell you. Okay, that's right. Okay. And sometimes the cards may face each other. Okay. Sometimes the card may be looking at that other card. That's a meaning too. That means that card is referring to that card, and them cards are going together. But if it's looking like this card right here could be at the end of the row, okay? See what I'm saying? It's still looking, okay, in the future. And if I have it upside down, it's actually looking in the past, okay? See what I'm saying? So it all depends. And then like this right here, okay, this card right here, he's not looking either way. He's just looking straight ahead. Now, you can actually take that as now, okay, if you want to interpret it like that. But yeah, I just do the tableau, and I like to do, I call, that's the spread I like to do. There's different kind of spreads, and you can make your own spread. Mm-hmm. And some people can read. They'll go diagonally. They'll do. They'll do a card. Okay, that's the person. That is a personal preference. Okay, there's no right or wrong way. It's just how you like to read, and as you read, it gets like how you like to read. I read like that because it just works out for me. Okay, there's other ways that I could read, but okay, I like this one because I like that story it tells me. Okay, so we go into the next story as to tell us more about this Annie and her addiction. Tell us more. Okay, tell us more about this addiction that Annie has gotten into, and what you want us to know. What more do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yes. What do you want us to know? What more do you want us to know about Annie Guthrie? Ooh. Annie Guthrie's addiction. Okay. Her situation with the addiction. Okay, tell us more. And thank you for your answers. Child. Ooh, it was all in her business. So she, okay, has addiction. Mm-hmm. And I think she goes in and out, in and out. Okay. We have justice in reverse, okay? I take it that she hasn't been arrested, okay? I also take it that there's dishonesty, a lack of accountability, and corruption. Ooh, tell us more. Ooh, the Eight of Swords in reverse. Maybe she went to jail and got released. Ow! Okay. But she's got freedom, okay? This is release, freedom, okay? From being trapped. Maybe from her addiction. And the moon in reverse. Five of Pentacles. Feeling left out in the cold. Loss. So it looked like she lost some money behind this. And the Two of Swords. Okay. Being at a crossroads. Okay. Having to make a decision. And the Three of Cups. Now, she sure don't need no celebration. Okay. Not with no drinks. Not with no cups involved. Okay. But you see how she's the one in the middle. Okay. That's what this card brings me. Okay, so she had to decide. Okay, and there was a Tower in reverse. So there was a delay or avoidance. Okay. And the Ten of Swords. Betrayal. So it's kind of like telling me like it was only a matter of time. And the Five of Cups in reverse. Now the Five of Cups in reverse talks about recovery. Okay. And being left out in the cold. Recovery. I wonder, did she have to go into a program so that she would not be charged? Okay, to avoid going to jail or delay, which I would say would be avoidance. I don't know. That's interesting. I bet you her background is erased. Okay, and we have the Five of Wands to avoid conflict. Okay, we have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so it cost them money. It cost him money. There's a loss. And the Hermit in reverse. She was alone. She didn't want to be bothered, okay? And the King of Wands in reverse, okay? Now, this King of Wands is facing her. They're facing each other. The Hermit, excuse me, they're facing each other. The Hermit, okay, wanting to be left alone, okay? But we have the King of Wands in reverse. This is somebody who is demanding. This is somebody who is vicious, okay? And looking right at the Hermit. And the Four of Cups in reverse. Four of Cups, acceptance. And the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Here we come with the greed. Okay, so this talks about maybe she feels that in her addiction or something like that, she didn't get the support she needed or whatever, okay? She's having some feeling of being left out in the cold, okay? And we have greed, financial loss, okay? And missed opportunities, okay? We have the Two of Cups right here, okay, which talks about cooperation, being in agreement, okay? And death, okay? So there's a new ending, and she gets a new hold on life. She gets a new hold on life. We have the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. Okay. So this talks about immaturity. Okay. Foolishness. Okay. It's probably when it comes to money, since this is Pentacles. Okay. So it was the end of her tower moment in the beginning, maybe with Tommaso. And the Five of Swords. Okay. And there's your conflict. And the Three of Swords. And the betrayal. Because of the greed. The heartbreak and the betrayal. And the Four of Wands in reverse. The home. The home is in reverse now. And the Queen of Cups. There she goes. And the Eight of Pentacles. Working. Okay? So she started working. She started earning some money. There we go with her mama, Queen of Pentacles. There go Nancy. Nancy's got conflict over her head, but at the same time, okay, so there she go handing out money. That's the problem. There she go. And then, okay, there was bad planning. Betrayal. Shut the door. And the Six of Wands. Completion. Wanting attention. Okay? Hold on, guys, because I'm on a roll here, honey. So wanting attention, wanting to be recognized, okay? And the food. There we go with a new beginning, okay? Da, 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 da. On my way. And the Chariot in reverse, okay? But she had a loss of control, a loss of direction, okay? And the Wheel of Fortune, her mama. And the Eight of Cups in reverse, okay? And the Eight of Cups in reverse, regret. And the Emperor. That's the police. Okay? So, to sum it up, okay, is she's got a drug problem, drinking problem, you know, like Slash. Yeah, the cards is talking. Now, as you were asking me, okay, I can also go down this way and read it, okay, but I'm tired right now, okay, and it's just telling too much. I got greed and betrayal, okay, bad planning and regret. Shh. So I got something about the home and victory and the police. Let me see what else. Okay. Oh, okay. An agreement, a plan. Uh-huh. So they following the money or the lack thereof. And they have questions. They have the same questions as we have, but they're not going to ask her or ask them. They're just going to follow. Like, how do they afford that house? Where they getting their money from? Okay. Like that. Hey, you didn't waste no time telling. These cars didn't waste no time telling her business. Okay. Shut up. Okay. I don't want to ask, but I'm going to. It's only fair. Okay. Is Tommaso on drugs? Okay. Is Tommaso Cioni on drugs and alcohol as well? What do you want us to know about his drug history? Okay. Does he have a history of drugs and alcohol? What do you want us to know? What can you tell us? And thank you for your answers. Okay. But honey, you got to shake it up a little bit here. I am telling you, that was a lot. Why do I feel like everybody's quiet? Okay. Even y'all can read these cards. Okay. Sheesh. Wow. Okay, so what do you want us to know about Tommaso Cioni's drug use or lack thereof? The lovers in reverse. Ooh, okay. So lovers talks about choices. So if it's in reverse, I guess there's a lack thereof. Okay, and a bad relationship, disloyalty, conflict, discontent, and uncertainty. So yeah. Now somebody's trying to sign in Utah, Spanish Fort, Utah, with my credentials. Don't allow. Okay, not now. Okay, so we have the lovers in reverse. Okay, tell us more. The nine of wands in reverse. Now this is the wounded soldier who has surrendered. Okay, so this talks about surrendering. Um, the nine of wands in reverse. Okay, it's feeling trapped, stubborn, and giving up. Okay, the king of swords in reverse. Ooh, he's got the king of swords in reverse. Arrogant, judgmental, and manipulative. Mm. And the tower in reverse. So he's avoiding or delaying something as well. Let's see. And judgment. Okay. He's delaying judgment. And the Queen of Pentacles. There go Nancy. She talks about denial. And the Four of Cups in reverse. Okay. So we have some type of acceptance here. Okay. And the High Priestess. Oh, secrets. Oh, he may have kept his hidden. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Uh-huh. He kept his hidden. We got loss and delay and avoidance. And the Ten of Wands. Okay. So he's struggling. He was struggling. And Justice in reverse. Yeah. So we're talking about struggling, lack of accountability, and dishonesty. And the Hermit in reverse. Yeah, he didn't want to be bothered either. Okay. And the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. So karma, what goes around comes around. But he's had good fortune. He has. Oh, the devil. Well, he ain't in recovery. Okay. So it's like a delay on a loss. Okay. And the Nine of Pentacles. Okay. It could be money. which usually is a loss. Okay, and we got the devil, manipulation. Mm-hmm. And there's the magician. He's struggling, so he's manifesting. Okay, he's manifesting. He's creating. Okay, he's creating. He's cooking up something. Okay, and the devil is in the details. And the Seven of Wands. Okay, he's on the defensive. Okay, he's being protective about it. Mm-hmm. And the Empress. I take it that's his wife. The Empress, that's a mother. And the Ace of Wands in reverse. Oh, girl, don't you start. Setbacks, okay? There were setbacks. There was lack of energy. That could be Nancy. Well, no, it could be his wife too, because if she recovering from the drugs, okay, she not amped up like she would be. Okay, and then we have the Four of Wands in reverse. There we go with the home. Okay, so there we go. And the Hierophant. Okay, so the government, okay, or the police, he was manipulating. Okay, and I think that he had some problems, conflict at home. Okay, there's conflict at home. There's a lack of energy here with the Empress. And the Page of Wands. Okay, yeah. He getting on the creative side with the plans. Uh-huh. And then the strength and protection. With the mama here. Being either Nancy or Annie, his wife, okay, or both of them, because he's protecting that money. Let's go on. Okay, and the food. So there's a new beginning, okay, and the star. Wanting to be seen. Four swords, okay? Rest. Talks about rest. Okay. Now the Four Swords is also knowledge, technology, okay, and all that. So yeah. And then we have the Five of Cups in reverse. He's got recovery. Okay. And the Five of Swords. He's also got conflict. So, and the Eight of Wands in reverse. Slow movement. And the Page of Cups. Emotional maturity, okay. And the world in reverse. It's not over. Page of Cups. Now, I don't know. Page of Cups is naivety, young. So I don't know if that's the children. Okay, something slow going here with some kind of conflict. Okay, or it could be knowledge. Situation with children. Okay, and it's not over. And the Three of Pentacles in reverse. It's not over. Okay, there's a lack of teamwork. Nine of Swords, okay? Recovery, once again. And the Eight of Cups in reverse. More recovery. And the Two of Swords. Two of Swords, okay? Choices, having to make a choice at a crossroads. Ooh. At a crossroads. And the Chariot. Loss of direction and a loss of control. And the Six of Cups in reverse. Okay? This is the children and the past. The children and the past. So, to sum this up, okay, he could well have issues too, but it seems like his issues are not as serious as hers as far as drug addiction and alcohol. Okay, tell us more about this Tommaso Cioni and his addictions slash recovery. Tell us more. Okay, so yeah. What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers. Tell us more. Tell us more. Mm-hmm. The Chariot in reverse. So this talks about loss of direction, loss of control. Okay. Stalemate. Ah! Yeah, he's at a crossroads, okay? Like the Two of Swords at a crossroads. Tell us more. The Queen of Cups. That's Annie to me. Queen of Cups and Temperance. Okay. So she's recovered. And well, right now, I guess. Okay. She's got recovery or one of her bouts of recovery. She's balanced. Okay. She's got control. The Magician. Okay, manifestation, conjuring up stuff, and the world in reverse. It's not over, okay, and the King of Cups in reverse. The King of Cups in reverse is insecure and defensive and frustration, okay. And the Knight of Cups. Okay. There's your knight in shiny armor. He's trying to be the knight in shiny armor to his wife. And then we have, once again, at a crossroads. Okay. Having to make a decision. That's interesting. And the Queen of Swords. There we go. Something about she knows or he knows, okay, some knowledge. Somebody knows something, okay. It could be the police. The Queen of Swords. Intelligence and communication. He might be manipulating the communication. The King of Wands in reverse, okay. The King of Wands in reverse. Okay. Ooh. Now this is somebody that's vicious and demanding. Uh-huh. It's not over. Ooh, impulsive. And the Eight of Pentacles. Ooh, he's working on it. Oh, he's working on it. And he getting paid. He working on some money. What? Wait. Hold on. Nine of Cups. Okay. He's working, okay, on her emotions, on her fulfillment, and we got the Queen of Wands. Okay. Maybe he decided between two women. He got the Queen of Cups and he got the Queen of Wands. Now the Queen of Wands has the power. Okay. The Queen of Wands, okay. The Queen of Cups, she's more motherly, she's sensitive, okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And the Ten of Cups. Ooh. A happy family. Ooh. I wonder, do he got kids with her? Ooh. And the Eight of Pentacles. Ooh, we got to ask that question. I wonder, is he living another life? Interesting. And the Eight of Cups in reverse. I wouldn't be surprised if he was drinking through all this. We got the Ten of Cups and the Eight of Cups. Okay? Recovery. Eight of Cups in reverse. Recovery. Ooh, he's got cups, and the Queen of Cups. Okay. Maybe she's on the wagon and he's off the wagon. And the Nine of Swords in reverse. Trying to recover. Mm-hmm. From the nightmare, from the loss. Mm-hmm. Recovery. That's recovery. Okay. So I believe it's drugs and alcohol. Mm-hmm. And then we have the Three of Cups. There she go. So she's sober. She's sober. But it don't look like he's sober. And the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. Somebody who is, we got greed, missed opportunities, greed, and financial loss with this Queen of Wands. And we have the Hangman in reverse. Okay. The past. The past. Refusing to let go of the past. Refusing to see another perspective. And the Hierophant. Okay. Now the Hierophant is also can be a teacher. Okay. The school, that's the institution. Okay. Mm-hmm. And the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Page of Pentacles in reverse. Now this talks about foolish, immature, and procrastination. Okay. So he should be in recovery, okay, but he's making excuses. Okay, making excuses. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So we have loss. Okay. We have loss. And the Page of Swords. There go Chatty Patty in reverse. Gossip, rumors, okay? And the greed. Okay. Seven of Pentacles. Waiting. Mm-hmm. There go the devil. Addiction. And there go the Eight of Swords in reverse. Okay. There go your drugs. How about that? Okay. So with that said, I still got another question. Does Tommaso have another lover? Okay. Does Tommaso have another lover? Okay. Does he have another lover? What do you want us to know? Okay. Is he seeing somebody else besides his wife, Annie? What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers. Does he have another woman? Okay. Or man? I got two lovers. Okay. What do you want us to know? Thank you for your answers. Does he have another lover? Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Well, I mean, not in reverse, but he's working on it. We got some money. Okay. That's like a yes. If you want a yes or no, that's a yes. But this talks about determination. You bet he does. Ooh. The Ace of Swords in reverse. Confusion. Miscommunication. Lies. And the Chariot in reverse. Okay. He's at a crossroads. Ten of Wands. He's struggling. Mm-hmm. Page of Pentacles. Okay. Immature. With the money. Foolish, procrastinating, making excuses, okay? And we have the Eight of Wands in reverse. Slowly. Slow action, okay? And the Seven of Swords in reverse. Okay. Lying and cheating and gonna get caught if he ain't got caught already. Okay? Seven of Pentacles. He's waiting. He's just waiting. He's at a crossroads, so he's just waiting. Okay? But he's trying to get away with something. And the Sun in reverse. The Sun, the Ten of Wands, okay? Yeah, he's struggling. And the Two of Pentacles, choices. He's got choices to make. Judgment in reverse. Okay. Bad decisions. Bad decisions. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Loss. Okay. Loss. That might be, he might be trying to get away with the losses, with losing money, okay, hidden money, and we have the Three of Wands in reverse. Cancel plans, obstacles, delays. And we have the Ace of Wands in reverse. So there's no action here, okay. Loss of creativity. And then we have the Queen of Wands. Ooh. I got the power. Queen of Wands. And the Hangman in reverse. Okay? Not letting go of the past. And strength. And control. Six of Wands. Recognition. Victory. And the Emperor. The Police. And the Knight of Swords in reverse. Yeah, the Knight. Okay, so this Queen of Wands, okay, is losing her patience. Okay, she's losing her patience. Yep, she's tired of waiting. And the High Priestess. Yep, she's tired of waiting. She's tired. Okay, she's secret. Okay. Now this is interesting because this woman, okay, I wonder, is this someone from his past uh, uh, life in Italy? Okay, because he was about 30 years old when he came out here. Uh huh. Well, the thing about it is, it might have already been exposed. Okay. Usually, police find stuff out like that. Okay. But they don't bring it in the open. I'm gonna tell you when it comes in. It comes in if there's a trial. Okay. It may come in and be mentioned if there's a trial. Okay. Uh, Maybe they said he was taking money. Well, why were you taking the money? What were you doing with the money? And he, okay, they could find out that he was sending it to somebody in, okay, you know what I'm saying? It may come up like that. See? Mm-hmm. And death. So there's going to be an ending and a beginning in his controlling. Okay? His controlling, his protection, his control is going to come to an end. Okay? Yeah. He's got tricks, though. He's still got tricks. And the Page of Cups. Ooh. Now that's some young guy. The Page, a messenger. Ooh. Ooh. And the Fool. A new beginning. Patience. Balance. Ace of Cups in reverse. Okay? Somebody's pissed. Two of Wands in reverse. Somebody made a bad choice and bad planning. Okay? The Six of Cups in reverse. The children. In the past. Now, the thing about the children, okay, the Six of Cups, when it comes to him, because he's a teacher, this, every time I see this card, it jumps to the students, okay? The students. It doesn't jump to Nancy Guthrie's children in my mindset. It always jumps to the children. And the Six of Pentacles in reverse, taking the children. Mm. And the Eight of Cups in reverse, recovery. Overindulgence, recovery, however you want to look at it. Okay. The Eight of Cups in reverse is regret. Regret and avoidance. Okay. Taking the children. Ooh. Remember I told y'all about that trafficking? Okay. I told y'all about that trafficking. Okay. Everything's alleged. My interpretations. Stay blessed.